So it's homeschool time here at Cookie Crumb Fun, and what I'm going to share with you today is a recap of the last 6 weeks of our school. Here at our house, we homeschool all year round. I made that choice a while ago. My husband was like, yep, let's do it. And my kids were like, oh, what about summer vacation? But then I showed them how it worked out well for us, and they were like, okay, Mom, fine. And I am very happy and pleased with having 6 weeks of school and then 1 week of no school. We do make exceptions around Christmas. I did realize the first year I was only going to take a week and a half off, but then I realized I needed 2 or 3 weeks. So we do Christmas differently now. We don't celebrate as big as we used to, so it's not going to be as necessary. Like last year, we hardly had any school in December because I was going through that change. The Lord changed the way, opened my eyes to a lot of the traditions of Christmas, and how they're not what they were based on and stuff. And so I was like, wow. And so December was like a sad month because it was like I was breaking free of Christmas, you know? And I was like, wow. And it was hard because I always made, you know, as parents, we want Christmas to be magical for our children, you know? So anyway, then, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take off a few weeks just to enjoy it. And plus we have birthdays. So we're going to stop like at birthdays, start in December, in the middle of December, and come back after my birthday in January type of thing. And then the one change we do make in the summer, which will start when we come back from our next 6-week break. Our next break is going to last a week and a half longer because it goes to January, or to June. And June is busy. It's my son's birthday. It's a youth conference that 4 of my boys go to, and maybe my husband will be going to. And it's our wedding anniversary. And it's Father's Day. So, and it's my dad's birthday. So, and my sister's birthday's in the beginning. So there's a lot of different things. Now, the birthdays that are out of state really won't affect this, but we're stopping the Wednesday before Father's Day, and then we're not going to come back for like 2 or 3 weeks because we have the next is my son's birthday is like I think that Friday or Saturday before Father's Day, and then right the Monday after Father's Day they're going to be gone for 3.5 days for youth conference, and then so I'll only have 3 kids at home that week. Then my anniversary is like that Friday of that week or something like that, Thursday or Friday of that week or Saturday, I don't know, one of those days that week. And so then now we have our anniversary, and I want to leave the week free in case we decide to go away or something during the week or the weekend or whatever it is. And so, and plus it's a lot of money being spent at that time, so I know that there's going to be lots of working by my husband and penny pinching done by the rest of us. So I just want to let you know that our next 6 weeks of school is really going to turn into like 7.5 weeks. I already discussed it with everybody, explained it to them. They're like, yeah, that's fine. Because I told them we're going to have like 2 or 3 weeks off. And then when we come back, it's going to be like after the 4th of July. Because the 4th of July is like that next week too. So we'll probably come back to school after the 4th of July. I think it's going to be like the Monday after the 4th of July. And we are going to start our summer schedule. And what we do for summer school schedule is because it is so hot, what I found out last year that worked very well for us is that they can play in the mornings and the evenings. And then in the afternoon times is when it's really, really hot here, and that's when we will do our light, relaxed homeschool. That's when they'll definitely be doing math every day, but like we won't be doing history every day. We won't be doing, we'll still be probably doing science once a week. We might even explore more experiments, you know, to make things more hands-on, because we're going to be in the house probably with air conditioning on. Okay, we will be doing schoolwork, but it's probably going to be more of the fun schooling journal things like that over the summer months, and reading and finishing up some things. So what I'm going to share with you right now is what we just finished. Okay, now I just grab everything down here. Okay, there are 2 things that we use in our homeschool that are actual, what you would call curriculum. Now I have switched to a more relaxed homeschool and more of a child-led, interest-led homeschooling studies, notebooking. We're switching over to more notebooking and notebooking pages and things like that. But we do use Christian Kids Explore Science. This is the second book that we've used of it. We did, not chemistry, what was it? Biology, I think was the first one that we went through. Everybody did it. But right now, this year, I'm only having my, the youngest 4 are using this. And while the youngest 4 are using this, my teens, high schoolers, whatever you want to call it, are using this. This has 7 subjects in it, and this is a Thinking Tree FUNSCHOOLing science book. And it has a section for each of these: technology, zoology, botany, chemistry, meteorology, physics, and geology. They pick one and they work on it once a week. We do science once a week. And so they work on that, and they watch a video, they read a website, they get books from the library on whatever topic that they want. I think I have 2 kids in technology and 1 kid doing geology right now. So while I'm over at the table teaching the little kids this, my teenagers are using this, and they're learning what they want to learn about, which makes it more fun. And just last Friday, I did a video review on Mel Science subscription box, if you want to check that out. So this Earth in Space is one of those all included curriculums. It has the tests, the reviews, the checkups, coloring sheets, a list of everything you need to do. Now, we don't really do tests and checkups and all that sort of thing, but we just started the water. And so this, I'm able to, we just finished like volcanoes and earthquakes, so I am able to go online and find fun worksheets that are more like labeling the layers of the Earth's crust and the water cycle, so that they can see it in action and different things like that. So this is great for young children, younger children, even like middle school and stuff like that. And then the other, what you would call box curriculum, is the Mystery of History. I praise this curriculum all the time. We are almost done with volume 2. We'll probably finish this hopefully within our next 6 weeks of school. And we just finished up some Vikings, but we have more Viking information to do. Do I have a page bending too? Just learned about Eric the Red, then we're going to go into Leif Erikson when we come back. It's been a lot of fun learning, and then we found a Geography Now is the name of a YouTuber. I'll try to remember to put a link below, that does videos all about different countries. So we learned about Eric the Red in Greenland, and so he went on a trip to Greenland and we watched that. There's really not a whole lot of history videos on Greenland, we found out, but you can still find stuff out if you look up the different types of people that lived there. Like there were videos on Eric the Red, there's videos on Leif Erikson, all that other thing. So that's what we do, and I love this curriculum. It is also one of those curriculums that everybody learns. I read it aloud to the children. We stop, we go over the things that we talked about, we write things on the board, they notebook about it. I have coloring pages that the little ones can color, but they basically write down things that are interests to them, or write them on the board. That we have a big old whiteboard. So this works out really great. And then there are activities listed at the end of each lesson for middle students, older students, and younger students. So you can take things and you can tell your older kids, do what it says for the older kids. You know, you can look ahead and see if it's something appropriate for them, and the youngers and everything like that. So that's the 2 ones that we do that is like a curriculum type thing, but we change it to make it work for us. And I guess there is a 3rd one. We do CTC math, and that is new to us. It's the first time we've done it this last few 6 weeks. And we do 2 lessons a day to get caught up, and I think I need to switch it to 3, but it's working out for us wonderfully. I have 7 children in it, and I paid a price that would probably cost enough for a curriculum for 1 person and a half maybe. And so that was fabulous. I highly recommend CTC Math. It's all online. There's no books or anything necessary for it. Now, the other thing that was new to us for these 6 weeks is this unit studies that I showed you about not too long ago, called Further Up and Further In. This is amazing. I got this used on Amazon for just about $15, and I love it. We just finished The Horse and His Boy on Wednesday, and then we're going to be moving into Prince Caspian is the next one that we're going to be moving into, the next book in the series. And so we're going to go in here, and she has it broken down to each chapter and the study guides, and she's got vocabulary words that you go over and sentences to use the vocabulary words. And then she tells you to read the book, and then there are all sorts of questions for reading comprehension. There's a way to study science, study geography, art, English, life skills, critical thinking. All is included in the book for this. If you want to walk through, I will try my best to get a little walkthrough of this book so you can see a little bit more of it. But this is so much fun. We're not just reading the book, we're learning about things that are in the story. We're learning, like, did you ever read a book and you didn't know what some of the words meant? Or even how to say them, you know? I mean, I am an adult. I can admit that there are words that I didn't know what they were and I didn't know what they meant and how to pronounce them correctly. So since my children do the vocabulary words, we go over the words before we begin reading that chapter. And I was like, oh, so now that's what that means. Oh, that's what that is. So that is amazing. I love that. And along with that, we do lap books, all right? I asked my kids, I'm like, my older kids, I was really worried that they were thinking, oh, it's too juvenile for me. But they said, no, Mom, we like these. You take a file folder. I will make a video on how we put these together another time. But I found these on homeschoolshare.com, and I will try to link that below. These lap books were free. The printables were all free, and I bought colored paper to make them more interesting. And so they have everything that they could possibly need. Every chapter has these little tabs that you answer, like what is Bree's full name? What baby in the Bible was also found drifting in the water? Why didn't Aravis want to meet a Shosta Mary? See, I had a hard time saying a lot of these names. Tarkan. How do you think the disguises will get the force safely through Tashbaan? All these different things. You know, you can research your family tree. It was lots of fun, and there was lots of Bible reading into it. I mean, look at all of this. I mean, there's so much in this. So everybody said, yes, Mom, we want to do it again. Because I was going to give it an option for the older kids not to do it, but they said yes, they wanted to. Now, the last thing I'm going to share with you that we've been doing in our homeschool, well, let me think. There's two things, kind of like nature studies. Now that the weather's changed, we'll be going outside and doing more nature, actual on walks and areas and things like that. But we use this nature journal from the FUNSCHOOLING company, or the Thinking Tree company, and this one is really, really, really awesome. And it has lots of different prompts to get you looking into nature. This is one that everybody uses. So if you just wanted one of these for all your family, you can easily use that. But through the winter, we basically watched videos or looked up things in books. And then the other thing was, these were on sale for $5. And the Thinking Tree Wild Wilderness Adventure Handbook, a survival guide and science journal. What we started was looking up edible plants, medicinal plants, and poisonous plants. And they have a big old list, and you look it up and you write how it's poisonous, you draw a picture of it and other facts about it and where you can find it. And the edible plants and the different things, and you can taste test the edible ones. Medicinal, nobody really chose medicinal plants except the yarrow, one of the kids. I don't even know who did that. But I'm curious about the medicinal ones. So, and then there's first aid, there's how to build shelters and fires, there's how to trap animals, dangers of different types of animals, you know, and then there's pictures along the way. So this book is really, really neat. So everybody is using one of these, and no, everyone's using, we have one of these for everybody. I worded that totally wrong. And it's just been a lot of fun going through this, and I tell everybody, okay, everyone's going to pick, you know, when we did the plants, they had to choose one of the 3 different plants, and then they just went from there and picked something. Now for geography and for, I guess you could say all subjects are included in this one, because it's spelling, it's writing, it's copywork, it's research studies, it's science, it's history, it's music. We're using the geography notebooks or journals from the Thinking Tree. Now, a while back, I gave away the Italy one on Instagram, and I love the Italy one. Now, these ones, these black and white ones, are basically, they all look the same on the inside, except it has to do with that country. Like, you'll have, you know, the columns and stuff for Rome, but you won't find that in Brazil, so there'll be pictures of, like, you know, the Christ the Redeemer, the rainforest, and different things like that. So you can come here, you can learn about what people ate, what people, how they dressed, how they get around. You can research history. of music. You can learn about inventors and inventions, the economy, where it is on a map, the different animals that live in these different countries. You can do it through books, you can do it through videos, and we also have Brazil. And I believe I have these two still to give away. I'm not exactly sure which ones I gave away recently. I know I gave away Italy. I gotta remember. I did give away the 7 continents. I know that. This one's a lot of fun. And this is also one that more than one children can use. It has all the continents in it, and it also is repetitive for each continent. It has a section for all your world wonders, where you can look up whatever the world wonder is for that country or that continent. And then it has the animals that you can find on that continent, and then the countries on that continent. And that we did this with South America when we studied Brazil. Travel dreams. Where in that South America would you like to go? What do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? What is the climate like? Write some unique facts. So draw it, watch a movie about it, read a book about it, all sorts of different things. And then the Egypt and the Brazil one are also really great. She has like probably 15 or more. I want to get the Israel and the Australia one because those are the ones that my children have requested. And then the last one that I have, so I still have this one to give away and these two. So look for it for one day. I'm going to do a giveaway on here. And this cities one is way more fun than I thought it was. You just look up a city like Washington, D.C. My son we watched History of the White House and through the years. It has draw or write. You can do the popular foods, quote a proverb, famous landmarks. You know, there's Vancouver, there's Tokyo, Venice, Sydney. My son looked up Sydney. You know, I tell the kids one day, okay, just pick a journal and do one of the pages, but I have to prove which one it is because sometimes they pick one of the really easy pages. We used this one for when we studied San Francisco back in the beginning of the school year. Well, not the school year, this year. And we learned a lot. We did kind of like San Francisco Bay Area history. And we learned so much amazing things through the gold rush, through the earthquakes, so San Francisco School. We chose it because it was local to us. And then we'll just go from here. You know, Rome is in here. We'll probably be able to fill out that one real easy. We did Rio de Janeiro along with studying Brazil. So that's what we've been doing in our homeschool. This one is awesome. If you want to get one of these, this is great for geography and history and science. But that's what we've been doing in our homeschool for the last 6 weeks. And we will be taking next week off. And it's probably the same week that you're watching this video is that we don't have school. And then we'll start again on Monday. And then we will have that summer vacation schedule, the summer schedule, which is only school for about 4 hours. Not even doing school for 4 hours, but we'll take 4 hours of our day and work on things, but because it's going to be way too hot. But we're also going to be relaxed. It's not going to be on a schedule. It's not like we have to do math, we have to do this, we have to do this. No, it's not going to be like that. I'm not like that. I'm totally relaxed in our homeschool. My kids are more relaxed. It's more fun. It's more adventurous. And we're doing a lot more learning than I think we ever have with any box curriculum. So that is our update from the last few weeks of our homeschool. If you have any questions about any of the things that I've showed you, put them down in the comments or message me and I will do my best to answer. And I hopefully will remember links down below also so that you can check out all of this stuff for yourself in case you want to try it out for your homeschool next year. And be on the lookout in the next month or so for giveaways of those last 3 books that I have. All right, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Be a blessing.